Well, this is how we did therapy today. Today was a really rainy, cold Thursday morning. Temperatures were probably 40 degrees and we had a good downpour for most of the morning. And it worked out well. And now the weather has cleared up a little bit. It's not raining anymore, and still too wet for a fire, but we're at least able to stay dry for morning sessions today. Just finishing therapy day today and headed back to the truck. The group has been camped in a really beautiful place in the area that we call Coal Springs, but it's been super wet and rainy over the last 2 or 3 days, so I've been fighting the mud and the rain, and so I'm carrying quite a bit more gear than I normally bring out on a therapy day. I set up a day tent this morning to stay dry because it was raining so hard. So I've got that, and then my poncho, and it's wet now, so it's heavier. But it's a good thing I had it because it was raining so hard that there's no way we could have just sat out without shelter to do therapy. And everything's so wet that there was no way that I was going to get the wood to burn today. I like to have a fire usually, but things were just so wet that we didn't really have the option of a fire today. And the temperature is probably mid-40s, well, low to mid-40s, so it's cold, but it's not unbearably cold. Therapy sessions were fairly mediocre today because of the elements. When students are cold and the gear's wet and everything's wet, it's just harder for them to be introspective. They're more concerned about being by the group fire and just being comfortable. So it wasn't great therapy, but we did get a few things done today. And hopefully some of the guys are set up for better therapy next week. So just ran into Mountain, one of our field directors, on my way out from therapy. He's headed to the group. And Mountain, why don't you talk about what are you going to do at Leo today?
So today I'm going out to give the staff a break. I'm going to sneak them in a hot mill. Just let them take about an hour during their week-long shift and take a break and talk about things that are going well and things they need to work on in the shift for the rest of the week. So something we try to do occasionally just to keep morale up.
And staff, they're going on 4 days on the shift, so this is a nice midway point through the shift and a nice little break. So, and lo and behold, look who's here, but it's the one and only CCB. So I was just having Mountain talk about what you're doing. What would you add to the staff mill concept and what you're going to be doing here shortly?
What would I add to what I just said already?
Just something we try to do periodically to keep morale up and give them a break and like touch each other.
Yeah, just giving a little treat to the staff, breaking up the shift a little bit so they get a nice break and some time away to either decompress or talk about the next half of the shift and get a nice meal while they're doing it.
Okay, well that's great.
We're also gonna facilitate a phone call. If you want to do that
Oh, okay. So we have a student that needs to be in is it a court hearing?
It's a court hearing.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's the amazing thing about technology in the wilderness now, that we can put a lot of kids into court and other meetings remotely. So